Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinions right now.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Yeah, Reed tells me Edward's gonna die without workers and
That
powers.
sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
Well, the deserters are a community. I can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry,
See your
I
point.
didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Alright, I'm glad I did. I like hearing from you. I like opinions.
Wow. Thanks.
Alright.
No one's ever told me those words in that order.
So now we gotta make the hard choice. Should we divert power to completely to Edgewater? I'll say right now, actually. Alright, redirect power. City fair is attacked, yada yada. Alright. So if we don't send to Edgewater, the town is pretty much gone, essentially. Provided Pod would not like us. Then the laboratory. What should I do, guys? If I was streaming, man, I would get in so many tons of options right now, but sadly I'm not streaming, so I'm going to make the hard choice myself. Cause they both had the the points about but it is true though, if we cut power off from Edgewater, and plus with all the workers gone too, Edgewater is pretty much gone at that point. And but at the same time, they're all very corporate. They're all real pieces of shit. Some of them, most of them are, but there's some good people, just like what she said. So, let's see. Because right now the plan is trying to give power to both places right now. So we do the Edgewater, that's when the power from the laboratory is going to be completely cut off. And then at that point, they're definitely going to know, oh, that person that talked to us, he turned him off. He's not our friends anymore. Here's the thing, these people just kind of want to live off of their own. They want to live off the grid. So I'm not to have nothing against the deserters. I understand their point. But shit, man. I guess Edgewater. I'm hoping I'm making the right decision, provided I only did it just for you. Where's the power regulator at? Alright. Now the deserters don't like us. Potentially could be hostile to us. It is true though. Adeline had no problem with Edgewater. She literally told me, hey, you can steal this shit. You can steal their part regularly rather than stealing from us. So that's already showing that, yeah. Hope! Eat the power of truth. That's right. What? You're not dead yet. Okay. But yeah, she was kind of iffy. She even tried to use perverty to convince me to join her side too. So I already did not like that already. So I think I might have made the right call. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just hoping. I'm just really hoping my speech skill is up to the task. Cause right now. It's now or never. We'll see what happens. Either we're going to convince him to return, or we got to go guns blazing. Okay, let's talk to Thomas. I haven't really talked to Thomas.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're what? How are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town.
I'm just trying to get my ship off the
Never heard
ground.
it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we?
I literally got a ship.
Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Never too late to start learning, my friend. I can give you a couple
I'll
of
take all the
pointers.
help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged.
Yo, you know what? I got some of them.
No
Boom.
kidding. Really? Well, which one?
Part 1.
Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble.
Hey, not
In
a.
fact, I put aside something special. On the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me.
We lost reputations and now we
Sure.
gained some
I'd
back.
be glad to take them off your hands.
I want to ask you
What's on your
something.
mind?
How long have you lived
Couple
here,
months.
my friend?
This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious.
What the hell were you doing out in the
We all
wilderness?
left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you. What's on your mind?
I think that's it. Never mind. Oh my god. We got more fucking side missions I see. And I bet you I know where they're at. Oh my god, I knew it! I think I might have found it, but I didn't pick it up. Oh my god, at least we can fast travel there. Motherfucker. Alright, we'll be right back. We got to find all these goddamn books real quick. Freaking knew it. I knew there was one in here. And I might have found it, but I didn't pick it up. God damn it. Alright, well, we'll be right back as we try to find all this stuff. Alright, so I found all 3 books. There was one here at Edgewater, which I would have found it without the quest markers. But we are here, so we got the medicine, so we gotta give it to the old man here or talk to her. I'm gonna see what she has to say.
Raving about a colony ship. Plague must have gone into their brain matter.
What do you
I'm
do
an
here?
actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Huh. Not sure. Not sure giving you would be the right idea.
Somebody's been running around talking about the Hope. Wonder if that's a new drug of some kind.
Ooh. Bounties. Okay. Wonderful destruction of company property, more company workers. I would take this. Huh. How do we accept this? How do we accept this contracts? So what do I do? Give it to her or give it to him? No, I'll be man with my word.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
You're gonna have your
Let's see it.
medicine.
Don't keep us waiting.
Esther tells me you got a history of
I
hepatitis.
don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something?
You need it.
Sweet life-giving
Fuck the
must.
fuck the
First
authorities.
hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
Not true. You got a secret. Secrets aren't free. This just be nice. I risked my life to save yours,
You're wringing
Abernathy.
the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
Alright, see you around. Didn't be in a mean way, of course. What she has to say, she'd be pissed.
I've got some time.
Yeah, he needs it. I'll
Can't
let him
say
have
I'm
it.
pleased, but what's done is done.
Okay. She's not mad. At least she wasn't pissed off at us, at least. Alright, and we got one more side mission. We gotta talk to the crazy resistance fighter guy here about the logic module. And then that should wrap it up all the side missions here, I believe. Unless I'm missing something. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other stuff here that I'm definitely missing. And I went the fucking wrong way. God damn it. Alright, we'll be right back. As I cannot jump over. The jumping mechanic in this game is a bit wonky, I will have to admit. But it works at least. You know? Can we actually go down there? Seems like we can go down there. I actually might want to check what's down there. Because you could clearly go down there. Hello, resistance fighter.
Like this before.
You mentioned a launcher module? I got it.
Work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I
Indeed.
would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple of bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Take care. And that concludes our side missions. And what the fuck they giving us? Ooh, baby. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of this. There we go. Ooh. It's not as good as the one I got, so that's going off. Get rid of this. Alright. Now all we got to do is finish this side mission for Thomas, and that's it. I think we pretty much did everything we can for Edgewater. So let's see what happens. Will we be able to convince him to come back? We shall see. If I level up, then that would be good, because at least I would be able to bring up my speech check to 50. So we'll see what happens. Thomas,
Any luck?
got all the
finding one of
books for
those
you.
Manuals?
I
No
got them all.
kidding. Really? Well, which?
Okay, part 2, found a
That's just
cannery.
ironical. If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment.
I
Don't
got
keep
one
me
more.
in suspense.
I got one more. The list of
The
part 3.
geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen.
I sure hope so.
Aside from you, Miss Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
Ooh, suit armor.
What's on your mind?
Armor mods, I meant. Alright, that's it. Nice. Okay. I think we're set, guys. We did everything what we can. Alright. Now we gotta convince the deserter to return, and obviously they're not gonna like what we did to them. So... Sorry, Unreliable. You're literally telling me to cut off an entire town, and then... Oh, never mind.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. This isn't personal, I don't need your power regulators. That sounds more like I'm an asshole. We need these people back. Oh, it could be dumb. I just like pressing
Are
buttons.
you really this moronical, or are you just putting on airs? Listen here, Hullhead. I'm only gonna say this once. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
What happened to you, Adeline? All this anger has to come from
My
somewhere.
son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I'm willing to deal with weed for
You
you.
offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same 4 walls together.
You know, he's not gonna leave his post. I'll need some help convincing
Tell
him.
Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
That's fucking disgusting.
If I were in a better mood, I might be inclined to try and change your mind.
You're fucking crazy. You are crazy. Thomas, I'm afraid
Sorry.
you might have to go back.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all.
You won't survive without power. It's time to go back
I've
to
been thinking
Edgewater.
about going back. I'm not much used to anybody here.
Oh, Thomas is like, yep, see ya.
Thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again.
So don't work at the cannery. You want to be an engineer? Be a fucking engineer.
You know something? I think you're right. The town could use another engineer, and I'm on my way to becoming one. I could do a lot of good in Edgewater. Maybe even keep a garage of my own with a little workbench and my very own toolbox.
There you go. You're set.
Adelaide's never gonna forgive me. Not in 100 years. I go crawling back to my old life in Edgewater, and I'm as good as dead to her.
Why is that?
Adelaide hates Edgewater. Hates everything Edgewater stands for. Hates what that town does to people. What it did to her. We're the nearest she's got to kin. We go back to Edgewater, we may as well have stuck a knife in her heart.
Stay put. I'm gonna try to talk weed to stepping
You know where
down.
to find me.
You stay here for now. I should go. What about you, Grace? You're not gonna like this.
I don't know what you did to talk some sense into Zoe, but I appreciate it.
You know, Grace kind of looks like Cass a little bit from New Vegas. Just a little bit. Okay, let's not do that yet. Let's see if we can convince him in stepping down, because that is a little bit fucked up. They have a lot of medical supplies, but he didn't want to freaking use the power because he say her son didn't deserve it. Now that's fucked up. That I don't abide by. We shall see how this goes, but if we can't convince him, well, it's only one way to do it, guys. Will provided like that, I'm not sure. She will probably hate me for what I'm gonna do. If I can't convince him. I'm hoping we can. This guy's a nuttin', so if they're trying to kid me. Alright.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Yeah, about that. I spoke to Annalene, but she's not gonna come back so long as
Then
you're
we are
here.
at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
Okay. This town's a fucking mess.
I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I am a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Okay, see. See, Adelaide people's on getting sick with the
I
plague.
don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment
Alright.
is a good work ethic.
So this is how it's gonna go, huh? You know, this town eats anything but Satuna. Of course you're gonna
You
get
are
sick.
disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated. We are a Spacer's Choice Saltuna cannery. We eat Saltuna here, and only Saltuna.
Only Satuna, that's why everybody's getting fucking sick. I'm pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. You need Adeline's garden.
Understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible.
Oh yes,
The
my
soil's
friend.
gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanist couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of him and shut down the greenhouse.
Yeah, she found a way to grow food, and she'll come back if you fucking step down. And I swear, if you don't step down, I will shoot you in the face right now. Let's not get to that point. Come on. Step down.
Excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Okay. Look, Reed. All I know is that it involves some really complicated math. And it works!
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
This can't be easy
I've
for you.
always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy. Couple
What are
months
your plans
ago,
now?
I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them. No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last a day outside the walls, you know.
I could see myself lasting a week. I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Alright, well, luckily we don't have to shoot him in the face. And Weed is trying to do his best for the town. But eating tuna, eating fish all day? Hell no, I couldn't do that either. Weed's key unlock. Very tempting, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna kill him. Alright, well, we did it. We convinced him to step down without killing anybody. Or killing him specifically, because she would not like that one bit. I gotta say that. Alright, all we gotta do is talk to her, let her know about the good news. Good thing our speech check was good, because if you tell him, oh yeah, she's using corpse, to, as a fertilizer, he would be like, oh, fuck that bullshit. But luckily, it didn't come to that. So, yeah, hostiles nearby. Who the fuck is nearby? They gotta be in this house. Alright. Well, I can't fast travel, so we're gonna have to clear out this fucking place first. You fucking little fucking damn vermins. Ah! Hey! Good thing we got our speech check really high. As long as she's using marauders as the fertilizer, I have no problems. But if she's using other people as well, then yeah. We're gonna have a big problem, Adeline. Good news.
Look at that. The snake's come back.
You know what? You shut the fuck up. I talked Reed into leaving. Come back to fucking Edgewater.
Never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off with you running the place
Telling me
anyways.
you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater. Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Alright. You guys good here? Guys should probably get the heck out of here. Let's talk to Servan.
Zoe says she fought her way out of a marauder camp with her own bare hands.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Don't believe in what she says.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
Alright, so now that we got everything sorted out.
It's so pretty.
I need some time to gather my personals.
Okay, so let's get the hell out of here. We did what we can here. There are a few places that we can explore though. So what I'm going to do real quick, I am going to do a quick exploration to this little houses here. And hopefully we'll find something of use. And if not, well, we'll head back to our unreliable ship. And then we'll make our merry ways out of this goddamn planet. Because goddamn, I'm sick of this place. There's a little small settlement here. We're gonna see what this place has. I swear to God, if that robot comes to life, it's tame. Marauders. Hit him! Let's go! Woo! Oh. Hey! Burning them. Nice. Nice little clean sweep. Alright. I think at this point we pretty much explored essentially everything now. We gotta just do a little quick clean sweep of this place. Making sure we take everything before we leave. Because we're gonna need all the supplies we need. Alright. I'm hoping the other planets will be a lot more bigger, because this is pretty small as you can see here. But you know, this is the starting planet already, so of course it's not gonna be that big, but once you get to other planets, oh boy, I cannot wait to see how the other planets are. And from what I've seen in the pictures, they also have different biomes, different enemies to fight too, and of course more companions too, so definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, I think that's all we can find here. Alright, so I think that's it for this place at the moment. We have found everything what we can. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make our way back to the Unreliable, and we'll see what happens.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
You've never been on a ship, haven't you?
I've worked on the occasional supply coach in need of repairs. Once I built a little model craft out of spare parts, but Mr. Thompson found out and I had to take it apart. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
You just met me. Why do you want me to go into space with a stranger? You know, that is a good question.
I've been thinking about that.
You don't know me.
Last before you showed up. You sent them power, and now the town might see another season. And you talked Miss McDevitt into coming back to town. Maybe one day, Edgewater will have a garden where that cannery once stood. You ain't exactly a stranger anymore. You've done some kindness hereabouts. I wouldn't mind following somebody like that.
Welcome to the team.
I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Welcome to the team, Pavati. Alright. I think it's time to get out of here, guys. Hey, Vic and Max, glad you made it. Welcome to the team,
I'm
too.
looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
Okay. Okay, any idea where we can find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking
let's
on
ask that.
There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Bakonu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
That's a bit of a long shot. What makes you so sure?
But it's all I've got at the moment. We should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How would a crew manifest help us track down your scholar
I'll
friend?
comb the last 6 months of departure manifests to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
How's it that a simple vigor happens to be such a highly skilled
Before I
hacker?
transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of
Yeah,
time
that is a
to
good
develop
question.
certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
Okay,
Thank you.
sounds good. Captain, I like the sound of that. Okay, so I assume, yeah, on the Groundbreaker. So obviously that's definitely not on Edgewater for sure. So that's on another planet, which is good. Which means I'll have to come back, go back out there. Light assault rifle. I'll take it. All right. I think we're all set, guys. We got everything that we needed. Wow. Can't believe it. We're finally getting out of here. Let's talk to Ada. Let's see what kind of new destination we can make.
Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
You're welcome. I have the power regulator.
How to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
I'll be back. Yeah. Man. You know, this game also kind of reminds me of Firefly a little bit too. If you guys have seen that show. It's a very good show, by the way, guys. Highly recommend you guys watch it. Install the power regulator and wham! Hey, got the achievement. Woo! Oh, my legs! I'm fine. Alright, Ada. It has been done.
Captain?
I have installed the power
Systems are
regulator.
operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Ah, the good old doctor. Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
There you are. Hail
and hearty and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time, so yeah.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Jesus Christ and girls and graces. Why do I need a navigate to land a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
Oh, I would love it.
Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Right, the black
Gladys and I
marketeer.
have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials
Black
are
market stuff.
unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
Okay. Can I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures, more than capable of tearing you limb from limb. You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
I'll do it. Fine, I'll have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Do you want me to wear a cape?
Wrong matter of shroud, my slow-witted accomplice. This is, how to put it simply, a device that makes you look different, sound different. Briefly. The device has its limits, but it will allow you to blend in perfectly, and probably won't jeopardize your ability to have children. Will it? No, definitely not. Probably, yes. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Much of this thing has limitations.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Hey, why the hell do I need a gadget for this? I could just steal the uniform, you know?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Oh, that's how does it sweeten your breath? Yeah, I really want to know how that works. Okay, well, I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, first let's get our shroud real quick. Captain's quarters should be up here. Ah. Adeline's deserters dream of an independent life without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. Da da da. Look at him dabbing. Dee da da. Alright, there's the holographic shroud. Projects a disguise on you and your companions that give you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel, others will result in being attacked on site. Interesting. Alright, nothing in here. You know, this is the best way to put shit in here. But yeah, we can actually use it as a stash now. Alright. We can actually put our high level weapons in there too when we're not using them. Alright, we got a shovel. Not sure how useful that's gonna be. Okay. There's a terminal here. Messages for Alex Hawthorne. Oh boy, this is gonna be a while. Let's check the logs. You know what? I think we're gonna leave that for another episode, because I think we did what we can. Let's take a quick look up the navigation, and then at that point we can definitely stop it here for now. Let's check the navigation. Oh my Jesus Christ. Okay. So right now we're here at Terra 2. We gotta go to his lab. His groundbreaker. Typhon. We can't go there yet. We might actually be able to go there actually. Maybe. It's not highlighted. Most of his names are based on Greek, looks like. Monarch, Olympus, Tartarus, Scalia. Alright, guys. This definitely has a Mass Effect feel to it now. And of course, some areas need special codes and keys before you can go there. Okay. Alright, alright. We are set.